Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the workers and the resources in the Soviet Republic of the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture number 253. I just noticed something here. Last time we were expanding a little bit and doing small progress and so on, and everything was going all right. And then I sort of noticed something. That we have missed a little thing in our water distribution for Järn here, and that is the concrete plant. Obviously is going to need water to produce concrete nowadays, and it doesn't have a water supply, regrettably. And so we need to get water to that rather promptly, somehow. Where is it all going right now? That's a sewage. That is sewage. And where is the water supply? It goes down there, and it's sort of all of it is. There is actually a water switch. Which we could use maybe then to get it to a water substation right around here. And I think the helicopters have concrete access, so they ought to be able to fix this. So see here, a water substation around here somewhere. Ought to be good. Can't build due to infrastructure. Water substation. Can build due to infrastructure. How many times do I have to tell you? It is because of the infrastructure you can build, not the other way around. Or thanks to the infrastructure. Now, should we put in a water switch on the way? Probably yes. It would be a reasonable and sane thing to do. It will add to the project though. Before we can get concrete here, not a whole lot will happen. Yes, but that is the way it is, unfortunately. We shouldn't need to worry about water pressure, I don't think, because it is coming from all the way up on the Gata mountain there. There ought to be plenty of pressure going on. But yeah, here is a water switch, a current water switch. Pipe into that one. I won't get it right that easy. Okay, further on, the other infrastructure is in the way. Dig it deeper. There you go. How many workdays and everything is this now? 1634 workdays. And 341 tons of gravel, 68 tons of concrete, 33 tons of steel. I mean, that's nothing that we shouldn't be able to manage. Yes, and no complaints here about the concrete plant not being able to produce concrete. We just have a little bit of work to do as it stands, but that's okay, I think. It's a bit unfortunate that we won't get anywhere on anything until such time as we construction is being financed. Yeah, but it's done. Yes, it's done. Okay, so when this is eventually done, we'll have water at the concrete plant, and we can make water again. I could, in the meantime, send a truck somewhere, maybe to pick up. A truck must be able to load water from a water well, mustn't it? I think so. We can try. If that would work, we could also get the local things here to help and aid in the thing. 11 cubic meter total capacity, 12 cubic meters, and 208 kilowatts and kilowatt engine. It's pretty steep up there, so we need as much as we can possibly get. How pure water? You don't want to skimp on the water quality for the concrete. Go to the purification plant and load water then. And go to the concrete plant and unload. And this is a real stupid thing that the construction officers keep sending the vehicles, even though the concrete plant can't produce concrete. They don't do that when they can't produce concrete due to lack of gravel or cement, but not when they are lacking water. Oh. 67,000 people, we're losing them. We should maybe get a little bit of a grasp on how the towns are doing, the various towns. Svennemannen is the largest one. Utopia is down to 18,000. They're reasonably happy. I don't think that, and they're reasonably healthy too, but the average productivity is pretty bad at 87%. And in the capital we can't even get the numbers because we don't have enough people working at the place. But there's nothing real terrible. They do have, they have water. They have everything. They are grumpy because they don't have any meat. And on hard citizen reaction, that gets quite bad. It gets real bad, in fact. I'm looking for the OLA, and I'm looking for the OLA for the citizens' living preferences and this happiness thing. Yeah, it is not great. No, and Utopia is not a whole lot better now, is it? No, and too many criminals too. Seems the residential building area may live just too many criminals, too much criminals. Okay. I'm supposed to get unhappy for this too. 15% criminality. Are the police keeping up? No. They're not. Unfortunately, because the productivity is not that great for them. Oh, it's quite bad actually. Should maybe turn it back to medium citizen reaction. Maybe. They'll have to work on this and do the best they can and just put your head down and get through this. I mean, here they're not doing too badly. You can increase staffing there too, and here you can also increase staffing. I think that the capital was worst stricken by the prison break. And you're mostly grumpy because you don't have meat. And you're not that grumpy, you're just a little bit grumpy. You know, people in the capital, if you don't want to live here, you can pack up and leave, and we have fresh people, non-grumpy, living in other places that we could move in here. They might get a little bit grumpy if they're moving from the fresh mountain air up here into the completely polluted wasteland of the capital, but sometimes it can't be helped. And sometimes you have to help your nation. Anyway, you consume a maximum of 12 cubic meters per workday and require water quality is 93%. I suppose we take it out of the drinking water supply then. Or do they have or need? No, they don't have an industrial water hookup thing. So they are supposed to get it from a substation, I would presume. And the slaughterhouse, it does not require water actually. Okay. But the water substation somewhere in here where we cover all of the livestock farms, somewhere in here then. And where we can also hook it up to a road. There, say. You think that will do it? I think that will do it. We just need to hook this up too. Any idea on where to do such a thing? Not really. Too many criminals, too many everything. Here is a free outlet where we could hook it up maybe. But then we will be running low on free outlets. We won't have any free outlets, and it's not really acceptable to just temporarily remove a water pipe to put in a switch later, as you sort of can get away with doing for electricity. Oh, you won't be able to do that for water. Yeah, I know you can also build or buy rather things. What am I trying to say? In your technical services, yes, you can buy water trucks for them, and they will distribute water to residential buildings and such. So that's a way to do it as well. So whilst maybe doing, if you need to do some changes in epidemic situation, come on. What is the water pressure like here, by the way? Overlay building properties, water pressure, it's very high. Great. It ought to stand us taking another pipe connection on. I think. There. Other infrastructure is in the way. There's an underground power cable. There, and construction office assigned to this, that, and you help too. Everyone help, please, if you can. Right, but turn that overlay off. And don't forget, you need to take the sewage away too. Right, sewage. We have the discharges right here. Yes, lovely, untreated sewage straight into the water. Oh well, it's full. It doesn't have a free connection anywhere. That is a shame. Should we do... we could build another sewage discharge thing, I suppose, if it's not too complicated to build such a thing. It ought not to be. It's like a pipe dangling over the water. Preferably also within range of an electrical substation. Can't build it on the water. There you can build it. And one of these then lovely little sewage tanks where we can get all the stuff into for all of this. This ought to cover all of the meat industry, I think. Yes. We come into the gravity flow business. We need this to flow by gravity, and that's not always easily accomplished. How is the lay of the land looking? If you would have... Oh, it's there, and it's actually a little bit... Land is there, terrain height 7.18 meters, and there it is 0.9 meters. So we might just get away with just putting a pipe in. Just like so. Where it is, as it stands. We want the sewage switch for this. Maybe later. There is no later when it comes to this stuff, you know. But whatever. There we go. Build. And build. Right then. and here the concrete plant can produce concrete, can it not? Yes, it can, but it has a sewage tank that is not being taken care of, so there is a health risk to work at the concrete plant. That was the asphalt plant. You can store export concrete, so that must mean that you have water. Yes, you do get water from there. Great. But no sewage connection, you say? Not so much, no. But aren't you also filling up then? A little bit, but not too bad. You didn't know, but you... Oh, you don't have a sewage connection. Do you have a sewage connection? No, you don't. Do you have a sewage connection? Yes, you do. Okay, see if we can maybe possibly then take care of all of this in one go. Maybe possibly. Perhaps. A sewage tank. That will sort of do it. Oil refinery and concrete plant and everything. This is all right, right? Yes, this is all right. So water substation, sewage tank. Very much. So put it there. And within range of. Put it here. Within range of the oil refinery too. And let's see here, where does the sewage go? It goes here. Via there, but it's all full. But we can put in, if we put in a little sewage switch, I think it is sort of downhill here. Yes, it is downhill. And you want it pointing roughly this way. Leave. There you go, and the sewage pipe from here. You're just going to connect just like so, okay? 2,500 workdays. 111 tons of concrete, right? Tunnel is above the terrain at some stage. Okay, then what you usually need to do is do it in slightly smaller increments. Yes, there you go. This is more constructions for you to take care of here. You're now demanding quite a bit of it all. Yeah, but this should be all right. We have some experience in construction around here, after all. Also some experience in music machine not cooperating and being a complete crap machine. Not the machine. The machine is a lovely MacBook Pro from 2015 before they became crap. The last good one actually. But this software and the Mac OS X SIFS implementation is quite rubbish. There we go. Okay. I think we can just let this happen now. We should have sewage under control there, and water should be coming for the meat industry, which is the most critical bit, getting meat to all these people, so they'll be a little bit happier. That's really the only serious problem that they have, right? But yes, that is the only serious problem that they have. And also the crime. It's not great that situation with the crime. But there isn't anything more I can do rather than just keep it as is. A lot of people are walking to the oil refinery here and working. They should maybe prioritize other things, because we ship people in on the train And I think it's plenty of people that get shipped in on the train to man both of these. And you could maybe be police officers instead, or police staff if you don't have a degree. Yes. How is that doing over here, you think, the concrete plant here? Can it produce concrete, or have we managed to... There's a water... It has water in it. But all of you are sort of a little bit in the way for the water truck to get in. Construction officer, why do you keep sending this when the concrete plant can't produce concrete? Now it can produce concrete for a little while. It is without drinking water, but that should be fine. In the short term anyway. And also, well, do we have a sewage connection for this? No, we don't. We're going to need that too, you know. Yes. Now you're going to get a little bit of concrete. How much water does it take? We're not going to get a long way with this water truck doing its business. There, but we're getting something. Yeah, sewage. Where's the sewage discharge again? It's out here. Right, I wouldn't happen to have anything handy. It goes right by, but there is no such, there is no notion of a switch or a connection to it or any such thing. Are we on a slope, or is it sloping towards it? Ought to be, but let's just check. We're pretty low here, 2.6 meters and 1.5. Might not be enough. Only one way to find. You can actually, I figured out you can actually cheat this a little bit with the sewage tank, because you can put that up on a hill, and somehow the sewage will get from the building up into the sewage tank, and then when you have it up on the hill, it will obviously flow down to wherever you want it to flow, out in the river or out to sea or whatever you have. Preferably a treatment plant, but that's not what we don't have that quite yet. Too steep of a descent. Are you really going to be that way with me here now? Was I tried and cheat you and get this sewage substation tank thing in on the little hill? And going to be difficult with me and not allow me to get a footpath to it so that we can build it. I can build it with helicopters if you're going to be that way. Oh, this is also dependent upon us actually getting a footpath underneath here, when that was completely possible to do. There you go, and there you go. This should we do? You have not put in a pipe yet for the thing. Yes, and did you learn anything about putting a switch in too? Sewage switch? I think I did learn something about it, yes. A little bit downhill from the substation, thereabouts. And then a pipe. There. And a pipe from here to there. No, some other infrastructure is in the way. Yeah, but that's going to be the case here, whatever we try and do, I'm afraid. Because this is not optimally laid out. Oh, this is rubbishly laid out. Now we swing it around here, maybe. Yes, yes we can. Requires proper slope. There you have apparently proper slope. And this also needs a little bit of a footpath connection. Try and get it through all of these electricity things. Oh yes, it was possible. No, now it overlaps with something. It was a pylon. There you go. And too many criminals. Yes, it's all over the place. But we're dealing with the criminals as best we can. Well, I mean, what more can I do than send them to prison and try with the police, try having the police have a deal with them. Assign construction office to the sewage thing here too. Yes, there, all of that and that. How are you doing here? Helicopters constructing the water supply for the concrete plant, because they've run out now of the thing that the water truck did bring. Brick, sports and steel, you need to do that, okay. So they're still working on it. An excavator is working on it, digging the pipe. It is a little bit of a ways to go. This is finished, you see. Great. This one, nothing yet. 118 worked, 238 work days. Okay. Such is it. We're now at 26.5 minutes here. So we have to say stop. Yes, and now I need to wait a bit, I think, for everything. How are you doing here with this road is finished? Good. Now we can connect these things up there, and also the little pump there, and get this on the to-do list for the construction offices. Not that they can do a whole lot without the concrete, but the helicopters are working on the concrete as fast and quick as they can. This building is also without drinking water. Should have thought about that when placing the thing for this, that maybe we could have supplied that too then. Fine, I'll look into that, is what I'll do. Thank you so very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Number 253 of the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture with the water and the pollution and everything. Yes, good night.